Hey guys, what's going on? Adam Snyder here with Homemade Entrepreneur. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the biggest mistakes I see Amazon sellers make. Now I have 9 mistakes here. There are so many more that I could talk about, but there's 9 here that I just want to talk to you guys about today. These mistakes will be on wholesale, private label, online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, and just business in general. So if you're interested in that, make sure you watch the rest of this video. Now before I jump into the video, I just want to thank all the subscribers. There's been so many that are coming on lately that are joining me here on YouTube, plus over on Facebook. So if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe today, either here on YouTube or go like my page over on Facebook. So let's jump into the video right now. So the first mistake I see so many people making is, especially regarding wholesale, is they're not negotiating the prices. They're not negotiating the minimum order quantity. A lot of these wholesale suppliers, a lot of these companies, they don't really have strict rules that they set and go by. Some of these are meant to be broken. So if they say it's going to be $10 per unit and you think you can get it for maybe $9.60, go for that $9.60. Try to get them as low as you can. Now, obviously, the bigger order that you have, the more power that you have. So if you are placing a big order or a decent size order, ask them, is this the lowest you can go? Can you give this to me for, X price? Just negotiate. The worst thing that can happen is they say no. So if that's what happens, so be it. If you're still profitable buying it for the price that they said, buy it. Okay, later on down the line, see if you can get it at a better price. Don't stick to that price for years and years. The second mistake I see is that people are buying too deep, especially with out of season products. Now, when I say out of season, so right now I'm shooting this, it is July. So if I'm looking to buy, let's say, swimming gear, swim trunks, stuff like that, it's not technically out of season, but I'm a little late. So you want to buy it maybe a month, 2 months, even 3 months ahead of time so that you have time to, process it, get it into Amazon and let it sell. Because so many people buy ahead of season, especially around Christmas time or around Halloween. Nobody buys the day before Halloween. Okay, some people do. But most people are buying like a week, a month, even 2 months ahead of time. Because 1, they want to get a better deal. 2, they want a better selection. 3, they want to be ready. So if you are buying right now for summer, you are a little bit late. So don't buy deep right now. Buy deep for fall items. Buy deep for Christmas items, for winter items. Don't go deep on stuff. And when I say deep, I'm talking about buying, 500, 1,000 units of something. Buy 500 units of something that is going to sell all year round. Don't buy 500 units of something that only sells in the summertime or only the winter time. Okay, that's a big mistake, and it ties up your money for a long period of time. In most cases, it will tie up your money for a whole year till the cycle comes back around and that product sells. Okay, don't make that mistake. Another mistake I see happen with people that do thrifting, people that do books, people that do retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, and some that do private label, is they buy, and never ship it out. The worst thing that I can hear from somebody is, I'm too busy. I can't do the shipment. I just been buying. I'm going to this yard sale. I'm going to that yard sale. I'm going to this store. I'm going to that store. I'm doing this and that, but I'm never doing a shipment. If you keep tying up your money and you're never shipping it out to Amazon, if you're not doing merchant fulfilled, there's no reason for you to have the items in hand. Ship it off to Amazon, send it to their warehouse, let them deal with it, and you move on. You're never going to create a big business. You're never going to make a lot of money if you're holding all the inventory, with you. Whether it's at your house, in your office, wherever it is, ship it out. Are you calculating all your deductions? Most people don't. Most people don't realize that they need to factor in their miles. They need to factor in hotel costs. If they treat one of their wholesale suppliers, one of their companies, one of the, a private label person, whoever, if it is a business related lunch or a golf, outing, you need to write that down. That is an expense, especially if you are paying for it. If you're not paying for it, obviously it's not your expense. But if you're paying for it and it is for the business, write it down. Put it in an Excel spreadsheet. Put it in something, inventory log. I don't care where you put it in. Stick it on your phone, write it on your hand, whatever you need to do. Remember what that expense was. Most people don't do that. Especially with miles. Miles is huge. If you are driving to the store to pick up office supplies, write down the miles, write down what you spent in office supplies. Okay? If you only do the office supplies and you don't calculate the miles, Those are miles you are driving for your business. Write them down. You don't want the government to say, oh, you made this much money, but really you didn't, because you were paying a lot of that for the expenses to keep the business running. The miles, the car, the insurance, the internet, golfing, dinners, hotels, whatever it was. Write it all down. All these things matter. Are you taking profit from your business? I hear this so much that I just can't believe it. I made $1,000 this month and I took $950. So I'm putting the extra $50 back into the business. No, that's completely wrong. If you made $1,000, great. Take all 1,000, put it back. Put it right back into business. Grow your business. Don't take all the profit. Now, if you're going to write, or if you're going to pay yourself a salary every single week or every single month or every quarter, whatever it is, have that set up so at that time you're getting X amount of dollars. Pay yourself salary. Doesn't matter if you work 80 hours a week or if you work 30 hours a week. You're going to get X amount of dollars every single week. Why? Because it's going to be better on you, it's going to be better on your business, and you're just going to be able to function a little bit better. Most people don't take a salary. They don't have a preset salary before they get started. What they do is they say, okay, I'm going to try to make $1,000 this week. If I make $1,000, I'm going to pay myself $800. I'm going to take the other $200, put it back in business. No. Okay? Give yourself a predetermined salary before you even get going, because that way, doesn't matter how hard you work, how much money you make, you're going to be getting that amount of money. So if you make $10,000 that week, and you set it only up to $500 a week is what you're going to get paid, that's $500 you get paid. The other $9,500 goes back into the business keeps going, and then the next quarter or a year later, then go back to it, okay, and figure out, is the salary that you're getting paid right now, is that good enough? If it is, great. If not, and you want to reevaluate, if you want to adjust it, do it then. Don't do it on the fly every single week, depending on how much money you made. That is not the right way to run your business. Let's talk about private label for a second. So what I see a lot of people do, especially when they're just getting started with private label, is they jump into the first product they find. They don't use Jungle Scout, they don't do any research, they don't do anything. All they do is think, that's a great product, it's selling for $20 on Amazon, I can buy it for $4 from China, and then I can make all this money. Great. But maybe the product over on Amazon is selling because that is a big brand. Don't try to go up against Nike or Colgate or Kraft or something like that. Don't do that. Okay? Go up against people that are selling similar products, that are similar in size. Don't go up against big companies. Why? Because they will crush you. Their marketing budget, I guarantee you, is bigger than yours. Their marketing budget is probably bigger than what you sell in a calendar year. So because of that, you don't want to compete with people like that. You want to compete on smaller products, things that you can maybe sell 10 a day, 15 a day, 20 a day. Not one that's going to be selling 100 products a day. Chances are big companies will already be selling those exact products. So do your research. Don't just jump in for the sake of jumping in. That's just wasted money, wasted time. Do your research. I know it's going to take a little bit, and I know you're excited to get going, but do your research. The research that you do now is going to save you later on. Something else that I think is kind of funny, but for me, I have a background in SEO and search engine optimization. So for me, I'm always looking at keywords. And one of the biggest mistakes I see so many people making, is, especially with private label, is that they're trying to put their company name in the title. They're trying to put just different things that they're keyword stuffing it, whatever. Don't waste the character count, okay? Amazon gives you a very limited character count to work with. So when you're putting in the title, make sure it is optimized to the best that it can be. So don't stuff it. Let's say you're selling a camera. I'm not going to put in Canon 70D, 80D, 60D, Sony, Panasonic. I'm not going to put in all these keywords just because I think it might help. I'm going to describe the camera, and one thing I hate, but a lot of people do it, is they write new. New. Of course the product's new. If it's not, they'll look in the used section. Okay? Don't waste 3, or if you obviously have a space, so 4 characters on the word new. Use those characters for something else. Describe the product, describe what it does. Okay? Add some type of value, because Amazon is very smart. They're not going to use a lot of the words that you put because you're just keyword stuffing it. Okay? Don't do that. And not only that, it looks very unprofessional, and the amount of people that will click through to your listing is actually less because of the fact that it doesn't look that professional. So don't do it. So this kind of goes back into private label, is talking about pay-per-click, is when should you get started. I see a lot of people get started with pay-per-click before they even have their first review, and you can do that, and it's perfectly fine. But I recommend getting that first review first and then doing pay-per-click. Why? Because it gives the prospective buyer a little bit of satisfaction knowing that the product's already selling. Somebody's given it a 4 or 5-star review, so that's perfect. Okay, it has that backing to it that this isn't a brand new product nobody even knows about, nobody's even tried it. It's obviously sold, somebody did a review on it, and it was a great review. Perfect. That is when you want to do pay-per-click. And when I'm talking about pay-per-click in this sense, I'm talking about with Amazon. And so you'll just run an Amazon automatic campaign. They'll pick your keywords for you. You'll do all that, and then you can switch to manual, and you'll be great. But if you're gonna do it over on, let's say, Facebook or something, you can do pay-per-click the second it becomes available over on Amazon. So you don't have to wait with Facebook. But as far as Amazon, people want to see that it's already selling. People want to see that review. Over on Facebook, if it's a great price, if it's a decent product, and you are targeting the right people, it's gonna sell no matter what. So in that sense, you can start with Facebook, and then once you get that review, move to Amazon, or you can just start with Amazon. Hopefully you'll probably pay a little bit more to actually get it sold, but once it sells and it's doing well, as long as your keywords, your listing's optimized for the keywords that you want and that you're trying to target, then you'll do just fine with that. I recommend getting that first review first and then doing pay-per-click, but there's so many other ways you can do it. And the last mistake I see so many people making is they are not building an email list. Now, you do not need an email list. I just want to tell you that. I'm going to be very upfront with you. You don't need an email list to make money with Amazon and to do private label, wholesale, retail arbitrage, whatever you're doing. You don't need that. But the beautiful thing about an email list, especially with private label or wholesale, is that you can send an email to your entire list and be like, hey, I have this new product I'm just now getting in stock, or it's Christmas time, make sure you grab these before they're gone. So you send an email list, or send an email to your email list, and then maybe the second it hits their inbox, they're buying. So buy. Sweet. If you're doing private label, that's perfect, because your listing is live. Now you're getting all these sales very quickly, so that's going to jump it up in the rankings. Okay, that's going to boost your BSR, okay, your bestseller rank. So that's what you want. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're making any of these mistakes, please put it in the comment section below. What is the mistake that you are currently making or have made? And if it's something that you've made in the past and you've corrected, what did you do to fix this mistake? And how long did it take? So if you like this video, please smash that thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next video.